Cooking on charcoal, that's true barbecue, and the flavor you get is pretty good. When you start adding spices, that's when things get really interesting. When it comes to spice blends, the possibilities are endless. So I'm taking cauliflower to new heights, tossed in sumac spice, kissed with flame, and I'm making 2 different dipping sauces, a nutty tahini and a herby skhug. Then it's my favorite cut of meat, the lamb rack, dressed up in warm and fragrant shawarma spices. If you don't like beets, you never had them like this. Charred on the barbecue with creamy feta, za'atar vinaigrette, and topped with crunchy pistachios. First up, I'm making a light chickpea salad with salty grilled halloumi. Oh my goodness. The big, bold flavors of summer barbecuing is what makes cookouts so much fun. And I love that stuff, but I'm also a sucker for salads. I love cool crunch, and it accompanies barbecue so well. This salad's got it all. Chickpeas and bulgur wheat. Bulgur wheat is so cool. It's cracked wheat. It gives it really great texture. Plus, they're like sponges. They soak up a lot of flavor. So chickpeas, bulgur wheat, and then this is where the salad gets really fun. Sharp onion, so great. White onion, Spanish onion, that's pretty good. Yellow onion, that's pretty good. But this salad is packed with a ton of sweetness. So I like the sharp taste of red onion, but cut it really, really thin. So like anything in life, it's all about balance. And that onion has a nice, sharp bite to it. But check this out. Things are gonna get really nice and sweet and chewy. These apricots are so delicious. They're a little burst of sunshine in the palm of your hand and in your salad. So cut them up. I like to keep the pieces about that size, nice and chewy. You're going along the salad, you get a little red onion, you're happy, and then one of the apricots comes along, boom, chewy, deliciousness, and sweet. And to talk about sweetness, I mean, the apricot's nice, got a little sweetness, but the raisin, that's full of sweetness. And they're almost a little salty as well. So a big flavor in the apricots and the raisins. So good. I have rules when it comes to salads. It's gotta have some fruit, it's gotta have some nuts. I like almonds, simple, roast them in the oven, get them nice and nutty. If you don't have almonds, use whatever you got. And cheese, so cheese, fruits, and nuts. Feta cheese is great. I like to leave the chunks big. You want big explosions of flavor. Cheese number 1, salty feta. I know this salad looks done, but I got a few more steps. Charred lemon vinaigrette, and the last cheese is halloumi. It's super cool because you can grill it. One of my earliest food memories ever is of my Uncle Murray in Woodland, California in his backyard. And he's lighting charcoal to cook on an old kettle. And that smell of charcoal is so beautiful. And technically barbecue isn't barbecue unless you're cooking on wood or charcoal. And this is lumped charcoal on the barbecue. It gives such a fun flavor to food, so I thought it'd be really great to char up some lemons and cook some halloumi cheese. What's halloumi cheese? Halloumi cheese is squeaky cheese. This stuff is really great. It's got a nice salty punch. It doesn't melt, so it can stand up to some high heat on the barbecue. I'm gonna char the halloumis, char the lemons for a vinaigrette, charcoal, memories, food. This little charcoal insert for this barbecue makes using charcoal so easy, especially on the gas grill, because the gas fires up the charcoal and you get unbelievable flavor. If you've never cooked on charcoal before, do it. It is so good, especially for something like lemons. This is gonna be used in a vinaigrette, but if you char it, there's some sweetness inside there. And you can pull out that sweetness once you caramelize the outside. And that caramelized lemon juice in a vinaigrette is gonna be top dollar, make you holler, with a little bit of grilled halloumi. Super simple, get it down. You wanna hear a good sizzle. This goes pretty fast. You wanna get some nice char marks on the outside of the cheese, and this is gonna be a good combination. The lemon's really citrusy and kind of sugary from the char marks. This is nice and salty with the chickpea salad. Hey, you gotta go quick. That's how fast the cheese cooks on charcoal. Nice big char marks, it gets soft. Woohoo, it's hot. Vinaigrette's super simple to make. It's just a balancing act between some pretty big, bold flavors. First thing you need is a little bit of acid or vinegar and charred lemons on charcoal. Not a bad start. The lemon's not too intense, it's got a good flavor, but for some creaminess and some extra sharpness, just a touch of Dijon mustard that's gonna give it a little bite and a little excitement right in the back of the old kisser, and some honey. Honey is gonna complement the sweetness in the dried fruit in the salad, plus lemon, honey, char marks, saying it makes sense, so it's gonna make sense in the dressing. I'm gonna put just a touch of cumin in the dressing. It's just gonna round it all off, and then some fresh parsley and some good quality oil. I'm gonna use some nice olive oil because it complements the lemon, the char marks, and all of this business going on. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in this bowl, a lot of the good stuff, especially the dried fruits that are nice and sweet. You can put this on, you know, like an hour before any of your friends or family get here. They'll soak it up. This salad is so great because it almost eats like a meal. There's so much going on, so many flavors, so many textures, even with the grilled halloumi. That's all you're gonna need. Just looking at it, you know as soon as you get one of those apricots, it's gonna be chewy and sweet, but it's gonna be dressed in that charred lemon vinaigrette and the cheese with the flavor of the charcoal. Reminds me of my Uncle Murray, and it reminds me of my mom. My mom makes salads with fruits and nuts and cheese, and I don't know, maybe after all of those experiences as a kid, it's just how you end up cooking. Pretty good.
I taste lemon.
I actually charred lemons on charcoal and used the charred lemons as the dressing. It's pretty good.
The halloumi is really, really good.
It's squeaky cheese, but it's salty. But it makes a perfect bite. Salty cheese, lemon dressing, the fruits.
Works full together.
Yeah, really good. Up next, it's my Sumac spiced cauliflower wedges with 2 delicious sauces.
Yes! Here, who wants hot?
Charred cauliflower with these 2 crazy sauces. It's ridiculously tasty. If there's one veg that's meant for the barbecue, it's gotta be cauliflower. It's a gnarly, humble vegetable, and when I'm done with it, it's gonna be the star of the show. So what I like to do is cut them into smaller pieces. So I start at the back, cut it in half, and then when you start to quarter it, it makes it easy to handle and manage the cauliflower. There's the stem, the leaves. You don't want any of the leaves, but the stem is delicious. Just cut a little bit of it off. It holds the cauliflower together, and then the florets are really nice and soft, and they get char marks. Core is woody, but it's super tender when you cook it. This is gonna soak up a lot of flavor. Cauliflower charred is delicious, but I'm gonna double down on the flavor and give it lots of the good stuff. So to start it, sumac. If you've never had sumac, this stuff is great. It's got a wonderful color. It's really pungent, citrusy. It's not a lot of aroma, but man, does it have some good citrus flavor. And to play with the citrus flavor, lots of lemon. I mean, the cauliflower is pretty delicious, but if you hit it with some bright stuff like sumac, lemon, or lime, it really wakes up the cauliflower. When it gets char marks and this lemon toast on the grill, it's gonna be delicious. And I like using the microplane for the garlic because it gets lots of flavor all over the cauliflower and it doesn't burn on the grill. It kind of just hugs it and gives you a ton of good flavor. All right, big pinch of salt, and a lot of melted butter. Yeah. I mean, come on, garlic, butter. This is gonna be pretty good on its own, but I'm gonna make not 1, but 2 sauces for this grilled cauliflower. So the first sauce is a skhug. It's really similar to the Argentinian chimichurri. Chimichurri has red vinegar and oregano, which makes it classic Argentinian style, but the skhug is cilantro based and it's really spicy. It features some of those great warm Middle Eastern spices like cumin and coriander seeds, which give it a great pop of fragrance. All right, so to really waken it up, lots of jalapeno. So get the seeds in there, get the flesh in there. It's really nice and vibrant. It's gonna be spicy. Here's a little tip. If you wanna calm the spice down a bit, hit it with some citrus. You can use lemon, you can use lime. It's not only gonna make it flavorful and really bright, but it'll be spicy, but it'll also have like this cool, cooling effect on your tongue. You can't have a skhug without some fresh garlic, and then a little bit of oil just kind of makes it really nice and silky and gets everything moving in the blender. You can use whatever oil you want. I'm just using grapeseed oil, so it's really nice and smooth. Oh, that's a great color. The smell hits you right away. Anytime I put jalapeno in something, there's always this little voice in the back of my head going, is it gonna be too spicy? Is my mom gonna like it? So I always like to taste it, especially when there's jalapenos involved. Ooh, that's nice. It is, however, spicy, but it's really well balanced. The cilantro and the lemon and the cumin have such a cooling effect that it's okay that the spice is in there. So for sauce number 2, this is really fun because it's all about balance. So the cauliflower is really nice and citrusy. The skhug has a good power. It's got good freshness, good spice, and this is gonna be really creamy and garlicky. So this is tahini paste. You find it all over the Middle East. It's what gives hummus that little kick. If you don't put tahini in the hummus, it just doesn't have that flavor. This is a great base. It's like peanut butter, but made with sesame seeds. To cool it out a little bit, some sour cream, and then the seasonings are really simple. So it's gonna be like really nutty and really smooth, and then a touch of fresh garlic and lemon. Simple sauce number 2. Man, I can still taste the spice from the skhug. So good. So a shot of that fresh garlic, hit it with a big squeeze of lemon. This is gonna be one epic cauliflower grill. So delicious with the sumac and the garlic butter, and then 2 sauces. You got the nutty tahini sauce, the amped up skhug with all the spice in it. Anyway, I'm pretty excited for this charred cauliflower, but honestly, it's just a vessel for all this deliciousness. Cauliflower is such a cool veg. Reminds me of a quote from Michelangelo. I saw the angel in the marble and I carved until I set her free. Cauliflower wants to be the star of this show. It wants to be a piece of art. And with some char marks and a little sumac seasoning, we'll get it there together. I'm gonna cook it on charcoal, so nice and hot. The cauliflower doesn't need to be par cooked because I've cut it up and I'm gonna char it on all sides and I'm gonna roll it. And I like cauliflower when it's cooked on the outside. It's still got a little bit of a crunch in the middle and of course, a great big char. Already smells so great. This is the stuff cauliflower dreams are made out of. These are such great char marks on it. It changes the vegetable. It goes from pretty humble, this cauliflower, to kind of strong and super confident. And with those little seasoning of the sumac in there, that bright citrusy note and that salty note, this is perfect. And embrace that char. That black stuff there is flavor. You gotta love it. Especially on charcoal, it smells so good. There's nothing like charring vegetables on charcoal. It really changes the game. You won't miss meat, I promise. They say you eat with your eyes first, and that makes me hungry. Think about the layers of flavor going in there, topped with pomegranates. I totally get it. I saw the angel, and I set it free. You're gonna love it. What a feast for the eyes. And you know it's gonna be good. The smell of charcoal, wow.
And you just grilled it on the barbecue?
Actually, I have a insert for the barbecue that you can pour charcoal into. Like you can turn the gas grill into a charcoal grill. Up next, fragrant and delicious shawarma spiced rack of lamb. My Middle Eastern spiced inspired barbecue is so good. Grilled halloumi salad with chickpeas and the charred grilled cauliflower with skhug and tahini. It's pretty good stuff. But my favorite, it's gotta be this shawarma spiced lamb rack cooked on charcoal. I think they're gonna like it. Shawarma spice isn't one thing, it's a collection of spices. It's like a cluster of stars, and each one of those stars shines bright like a diamond. So let's go through it. To build the shawarma spice, you need cloves. Picture a Christmas bouquet of flowers ground up. This stuff is pretty fragrant. Oregano, that's kind of the herby mix in there when it chars on the barbecue, super delish. You can't leave out the cinnamon. The cinnamon is that, what is that flavor in the shawarma spice? It's fruity, but then it gets really warm and robust when you cook it. Allspice, it kind of feels like all the spices are in it. It's got hints of cinnamon, hints of cloves, and it's really like deep and dark and delicious. Last but not least, cardamom. It's like cloves, it's very floral, it's big, it's earthy. Only a few other things make up the shawarma spice. Some fresh nutmeg, black pepper, and salt. It's the spice mix used in the Middle East, and when you put it on meats, something special happens. And my favorite meat has to be lamb rack. Just to get it ready, score it, put the spices together, and rub it down.
Okay, let it be known. I'm working hard when I ain't on the phone. This ain't a home, this ain't a phone. Grind never stopping, I'm keeping it cold. Unlocking the door with the hole in the key. You supposed to be this close to me, and hopefully you understand G.O.D. Make me this cold, and I'm talking like no degrees. This ain't a fluke. I seen it way before it ever happened. He gave me the view. I had to put in my time on the TV. It coming in soon. I couldn't leave it all up to a variant or an experience. You gotta get up and do what it do. So complicated, homie, it's you. Always gonna wait until you in the mood.
If you've never grilled lamb before, it's got a lot of fat in it, so the barbecue doesn't need to be extremely hot. It can be low to medium, about 300, 350 degrees. You want to start with the fat side, just lay it down gently. You want to hear a very nice sizzle. You want to slowly render out that fat so it gets really nice and crispy. I like to cook my lamb medium. So take it off at about medium rare, which is about 125, 130 degrees. But this is good. You just want to go slowly. There's a lot of fat. There's a lot of spices. It's also smelling quite delicious already. That's because I'm cooking on charcoal, baby. Great things are happening in here. This is a slow render. This barbecue is humming like a fine machine, and check that out. This is amazing stuff. It's slowly getting caramelized and the fat's rendering out. The spices aren't too burnt. It's just perfect. And look at those little cuts. All the flavors going right to the bone. Let this keep rocking like this. I keep it fat side down for quite a while, then flip it and then give it a good rest. That smells a little like heaven. Spice is nice. Lamb rack, shawarma spice, charcoal on the barbecue, that's where it's at. Especially the fattiness of the lamb, all those warm spices, they're kind of singing the same song. Super delicious. Okay, one more to cut up, we can dig in.
I'm ready to fly down 65, hit the coastline in the sunshine. I'm going to find my new high.
Each cut, it's like butter.
There's just something magical about when you char lamb over charcoal with spices and the lamb fat.
Yeah.
Like I'm into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very
tender.
buttery.
It's the bite of the night. Yeah.
Next, sweet grilled beets with creamy feta and za'atar vinaigrette. And trust me, it tastes as good as it looks.
Beets remind me of my mother. She loves them, she grows them, she's good at it, and they're delicious. But beets on the barbecue can be really cool. They've got a natural sweetness, but cooked on charcoal, they transform and they get pretty gnarly. That sweetness can be pulled out, but when you char them, they get really complex in flavor. So I got 3 different types of beets. Purple, candy cane, because they look like candy canes, and probably my favorite, the golden beet. This is gonna make a great salad. Just get a char on it.
When you're grilling beets, you want the barbecue hot. You want to develop those really nice char marks, and because of their natural sweetness, that happens quickly. Just keep them moving around, and when they start to get that char mark, you know they're ready. creamy feta is super simple and starts with feta cheese, a few tablespoons of buttermilk, and a couple cloves of garlic. A little bit of lemon juice for brightness, and spice is nice, so add a splash of cumin to bring it all together. This dish also has a quick vinaigrette on top. Get some white wine vinegar, za'atar spice, a little pinch of sugar, pepper, and some neutral oil. Give it a shake, and it's time to dress it up. First thing down on the plate is the creamy feta, and it's gonna hold the char grilled beets in place. Next, drizzle over some of the tangy za'atar dressing and finish with a few crushed pistachios. Now that's picture perfect.
Beets are really great. They remind me of summer. They do so well on the grill over charcoal, and that za'atar spice, super bright, creamy feta, pistachios. Man, those are gonna be great big bites of explosive food. Beets, barbecue, spice, nice. I hope this inspires you the next time you have a barbecue adventure. And as always, happy grilling.
It's going down tonight.